Your perspective on how the market is trading today?
The market opened slightly down this morning, but that is nothing to worry about. I mean, from my own, from the look of things, like you said at the beginning, that the market did very well in the second quarter. I mean, was it third quarter, closing up about 20% for the quarter and about 24 year to date, 24% year to date. Yeah, the market slightly, I mean, opened down slightly, but from the look of things, the market sentiment is very positive. I mean, upwardly, I mean, going forward, markets seem to be well supported. Guaranteed Trust seems to be doing very well this morning. Access Bank is doing very well also. Volume is not very much this, I mean, it's tracking on the average level this morning. But we have very big volume as of now on Zenith Bank and Transcorp. Transcorp, you are aware, has been doing very well for the past 1 week. I mean, as a fallout of the transaction on the power sector.
Right, clearly that's drawn some attention to that stock. But if I can just briefly run through what I think are things we can use to gauge this market recovery. I mean, some elements that I look for in terms of the strength of recovery, the high PEs, and we're already seeing that in the likes of Nestle and Nigerian breweries. Then, of course, volumes, the appetite of investors when they are buying, to what extent they are allocating resources to the market, and then, of course, interest in small caps. Among these elements, what are your thoughts on the market's recovery right now?
I mean, to me, I think market is recovering very well. If you look at the small cap, especially the insurance company, for the past 1 year, I mean, until maybe a couple of weeks ago, if you want to sell some insurance company, nobody will buy it. There are no buyer for those companies. But nowadays, the likes of AICO, NEM, Custodian, and Co, and so on, they are witnessing activity on them. If you want to sell, if you don't mind the price, you have to sell. You will get buyers. That is an indication that the market is actually recovering. I mean, most of them are still trading at 50 kobo, but if you want to sell, people will buy it from you.
Do you think the takeoff of market making has a lot to do with that dynamic?
Some of these stocks are not even being, there are no market making on.
But some people may be positioning ahead of it. I'm thinking that perhaps some people think that some of these companies will be added to the list of companies we'll be making markets for. Do you think this is also a factor here?
I don't really believe that is the market making, because if market makers don't think there is value in those things, they won't buy it. And I think there are some retail investors also in the market, apart from the market makers, buying some stock that are being, even some stock that are making market on it are not necessarily going up. I mean, they are making market on Zenith Bank since the beginning of the market making. Zenith Bank has been trading flat, so it's not really market making. It's it's general sentiment about the market, which I think is very positive at this moment.
And in the light of that sentiment, what are your expectations for the market this year, or rather for the rest of the quarter?
For the rest of the quarter, I mean, I see the market go. I mean, naturally, this is the time people start looking at what will happen at the year end for some of these stocks. And from what we've seen year to date, especially banking sector, the results coming out have been good. Some of them have done interim dividend like Access and GTB. So people expect that even the one that did not do interim dividend will do a very good corporate action at the end of the year. The likes of First Bank, Diamond Bank in particular, people expect them to do very well. And going forward for the rest of this year, I don't see them coming down again. So generally, I see markets still doing very well for the rest of the year. I mean, this fourth quarter. If
I can take you back to the point about market making and securities lending, I did hear that this is a phased approach to getting all the companies on the NSE participating in that. What's the latest in terms of the new additions to the list of companies that qualify for market making and securities lending?
You know, I mean, the market making started, I think, about 2 weeks ago.
Right.
What we've seen is that from what we were told at the beginning is that gradually they will keep adding some stock to this thing, and based on the capability of the market makers also. I think we started with about 20 stocks. So those stocks are doing, I mean, some of them are trading flat, some of them have gone up since the start of the market making. Generally, I think this store, other store will come into the basket gradually, and by the time you have those things, there will be more activity in the market.
All right.
At the end of the
Which stock are you keeping your eye on for the rest of the quarter? Which stock do you think could really outperform this market and get investors excited?
My pick, I'll stay with Diamond Bank for this quarter and Access Bank.